ఉమ్,
సో ఇప్పుడు దాంట్లో the main employees who are really responsible and through whom all this takes place అనే దానికి he has mentioned ఉపయుక్త 1, నిధాయక 2, నిబంధక 3, ప్రతిగ్రాహక 4, దాయక 5, దాపక 6, మంత్రి 7, మంత్రి వైయావృత్యకర 8. So these 8 actually this Ganapati Shastri, Guru Garu is giving all the details, but Ganapati Shastri every time he is a good accountant and like he is very intelligent. What he does is whenever this description is over, he says 8 employees. He mentions all calculations he does immediately summing up. So here actually Upayukta, Upayukta means actually I had explained in detail in that last video. Upayukta is actually like a subordinate. Upayukta. Yukta is appointee. Upayukta means just, a subordinate officer. And then Nidhayaka is actually stores in charge, who receives and who keeps all the items in a board house, storehouse. And Nibandhaka is more important. Nibandhaka means who maintains the records. That means who enters into the records or who looks after the records. Nibandhaka. Pratigrahaka is actually this what he say who receives, and because you are very much well acquainted with that. That means one who takes goods from the stores or anywhere, because the sanctions will be there. So one who takes it, and also that is a dayaka, one who brings it, like one who gives the goods into the treasury. All these are to be recorded. Everything should be recorded. And the dapaka is one who makes to give. Mantri means actually you may think that minister. It is not mantri. Mantri is not minister here. The Sachiva, the advisor only. Mantri term is used here in the sense of advisor. And the mantri Vayyavrutya, that means actually Vyavrutti is, indulging in the activities. Mantri Vayyavrutya means one who helps him, one who follows the particular the Sachiva, the advisor. So all these persons are important. So each one should be questioned. He says that each one, that means the inquiry should begin with that officer, that not head of the department, because it is a duty of the head to check into that. Therefore, head, the immediate officer. Then, of course, all who bring it into the treasury, who take it from the treasury. Treasury means storehouse. So this way, all should be recorded, and all these should be questioned independently. Each one should be questioned, and then only accordingly whatever is there, he has laid that punishments also for that. If it is that is misappropriated, misused, according to that, punishment will be there. Now the ninth chapter deals with upayukta pariksha. So upayukta pariksha is, that is, employ that watch over employees, and watch over employees. That is, this is also, you know better than me. I don't know in the modern administration it is there or not. Probably Britishers administration it must be there, because it might be there, because they used to know each and everything. But our Indian administration, I don't know. Vishwanathan Garu should tell, because he held high position. Rangachari Garu should tell, because he also dealt with high position. Because I worked in university, so therefore I don't know. But here, everywhere, as I told you, some intelligence work persons will be there to take a note of them. And another thing is, here wonderful things they have mentioned, how to what we say, how to guess, how to assess the character of the persons who are employed. This is the most important thing. Probably you already had such experiences in your services because you will understand a person who really, whose salary we know actually when you are officer, your subordinates get a salary less than you. This is an open fact. But they lead lavish life than you. So, this is the example of their misconduct. Actually, no, all you who have worked in a government, central government, even Charigar, all you have worked in government offices. Fortunately, we are studying now, but actually, you know, lot of experience. When our income is more than our juniors or our subordinates, but we are poorer than them. Why we are poorer than them means we are spending whatever is earned as per rule, that is dharma purva artha sampadanam. Otherwise, adharma purvaka means that is a different issue. So naturally we'll be in a position to spend too much. So that way here Kautilya says, not only he simply says yes, there should be a watch over employees, but also how really one can guess, that also he has given. So how interesting this is. Amatya sampadopetaha sarvadhyakshaha shaktitaha karmasu niyojyaha. Already amatya sampadopetaha, it is discussed there, because those who are approved, those who get through all the tests, they should be made mantris, and also dharmopada, they should be made judges, and arthopada, they should be appointed in finance department, bhayopada, that is Arthopada, then Kamopada, who get through Kamopada test is, they should be appointed in women and women related and park, etc., entertainment activities. And Bhayopada, they should be appointed in security wing. This already we have studied in the, like, first part of Arthashastra, when we discussed Amatya Niyukti, etc. Now, here, those Amatya Sampadopetaha, already high positions are over. Then next also who are really qualified in general, not all the tests, but in general, they should be appointed in various departments as per their knowledge, as per their qualifications. So, Shaktitaha Karmasu Niyojyaha. The portfolios should be allotted to them according to their qualifications, according to their capability, according to their capacity. That means, yeah, now we know, like, who are acquainted with mathematical statistics, etc., as statistician, and commerce in business, law in the lawing, like this. So, like, having pharmacy or medical knowledge in that, and mining knowledge in that, like this, there should be appointed. This is easily understood. And what he says is, karmasu cha esha nityam pariksham karayet. After appointing, that is the reason you know better than me, the probationary period is mentioned. Why the probation, for any permanent position, probationary period is mentioned. Why probationary period is mentioned means if anything goes wrong, their services will not be made permanent. The confirmation will not be done. That is the reason during training period or probationary period, all these are to be known. But here, after appointing in certain position, they should not be left like that. They should be close watch over those employees. Nityam pariksham kare. Nityam means constant checking. It is not everyday checking, but there should be constant checking over the activities of these employees. Because he says, chitta nityatvan manushyana. This is why. Why constant testing? Already after testing only you have appointed them. Again, why are you saying a constant checking means? He says, Manushyana chitta anityatvat. The human mentality is very fickle, very fickle, chanchala. Manas is chanchala. Chanchalam Manak Krishna, Pramadhi, Balavattaram, etc. is there in Bhagavad Gita also. And Arjuna says, having studied all the scriptures, having spent so many years in forest, having performed puja and everything, still he is really feeling that Manas is chanchala. He realized it. That is the reason here, Manushyana chitta anityatva. The mentality of human beings is very, very fickle. It will not be in a, constantly in a peaceful mood. That is the reason. And again, is continuing. Kautilya is not happy only with this verse. अश्वसधर्माणो हि मनुष्याः नियुक्ताः कर्मसु विकुर्वते. Human beings are like horses. Horses. So, how horses means he is explaining. When a horse is made ready for the ride, whether it is really tied to chariot or if the persons are ready to ride on that, when they, ascend onto the horse, how, what it does, the reins should be in the hands only. Pragraha, that is a kallalu. They should be. If they are not there, it actually really makes them fall down. So that means first step, horse shows its reluctance. First reluctance. Then when it is really tamed, then okay, it comes under control. So Kautilya says, even human beings are also like that only. This really it is very much experienced by us, and I share my experience also with you, because naturally the human mentality, I don't know if you are not like that, means you are Sthita Prajna, Chitta Vritti, Anityatva is not there in you. But whenever somebody tells us, just this, please, yeah, today you do this. Not a please or anything, but today you do this. Immediately our inner conscious says, should I do today only? Why not tomorrow if they're our seniors? If our juniors will say, I'll do that. So that means the so-called reluctance is there in human mentality. This is a proved theory by Kautilya. So if we are above that, okay, if we should feel happy. Otherwise, nothing wrong. Okay, Kautilya only told long ago. So even if such qualities there in us, we need not worry. And another thing, a simple example I give you. We had a clerk. That means one clerk was attached to one or two departments together, common clerk. So naturally, they will have the main department work, and also when they are also assigned a extra department like Sanskrit department, then this work also they should take care of. I with that time I was not having a Kautilian knowledge or anything, but it is my nature. I used to go to the particular typist. I used to give the papers to her, saying that, see, whenever you are free, after you complete your departmental work, whenever you are free, no hurry at all. Let it take 1 or 2 days, no urgent at all. And please, you just type and tell me. And she used to say, lot of work is there on my hand. Then immediately I used to say, no problem, no hurry. You take your own time. Then, to my surprise, the same day she brought the papers typed. This way, 2, 3 times, of course. Now she worked for 2, 3 years with us. Then she told me once, Madam, all will come and give the papers. They always say, this is urgent, this is urgent, immediately you give. How can we? That means the nature is, if when we say urgent now I want, they don't do. They say, immediately they say, yes, yes, I'll do it. I'll go and have my tea. So this is the tendency. Not it is not a bad quality or something. Kautilya is taking it is in such a general sense that yes, naturally people immediately they may not accept, they are reluctant. Therefore, and this is your experience also, when you give a lot of some work to them, sir, already pending, that here files are pending. This is the very common dialogue by your subordinates. So, this is also experienced by all the office who have held not only officer position, a little superior, a little superior. So, even attender also, if we say, sir, sir, the other department also calling me, he says, attender also. So, this way. Therefore, manusyaha niyukta karmasu vikurvate. They make that all the disorder or no fuss in the assignments. Tasma. Therefore, Kautilya says, Kartaram, Karanam, Desham, Kalam, Karyam, Prakshepam, Udayam. తర్వాత మాట్లాడతా క్లాస్లో ఉన్నాను అరగంట తర్వాత మాట్లాడతా సో కర్తారం కర్త karanam that is a instrument, okay, and desham the place, kalam the time, prakshepam. Prakshepam means actually kshepa, that is which is to be uh, thrown. It is actually prakshepam nikshepam. So prakshepam is that activity, what is the karya. And then udayam, ka, karyam kalam sorry, kalam karyam prakshepam, that is prakshepam is the area of the work. Area of the work, that means the scope of the work, kala paridhi. And then udayam. Udayam means actually udaya samudayasya we have studied. Udaya is a outcome, udaya is profit. That is the reason udaya, abhyunnati, these are the words. Udaya is profit. So therefore, eshu udayam cha eshu vidya. Therefore, what we have to do is the person, that is employee. Now we need not say adhikari or anything, the employee. And when we should know the employee, that means what type of person he is and how to have watch over. He is telling you should have a watch over that employee. And also karanam, how he does the things. Karanam, you see, I have been telling repeatedly in my lectures, Kautilya is all technical words. All technical words. Because that is the reason when we read Arthasastra, we definitely need the help of the commentators. If it is in Telugu, we have to take the help of Sri Ramchandra Garu. If it is Hindi, there is another Hindi translator like Vachaspati Gairola. If it is English, then we have to take the help of Kangle or Shama Shastri. If it is in a Sanskrit, again, Sanskrit explanation is given by Ganapati Shastri. Otherwise, we cannot understand. If we study Arthashastra on our own and also in a simple way, and taking all the terms in general sense, it's highly impossible to understand the correct idea of Kautilya. This is that why really we are taking so much of time in dealing with this topic means here Karanam means because ever before you raise a question after the class you will have a doubt and you will raise a question. Before that only I am clearing then there itself. Karana means actually instrument. Karana means sadhanam. Karana means sadhanam, but here Karana means not sadhana. Sadhana means actually, how the procedure is also sadhana, isn't it? To do the things, there is a procedure. So here procedure, we are making lines. With which we are making lines, keeping the books. All this is, this is karanam, doing the things. So that way, karanam means the procedure of doing the things, how he does. The employee and the working style. Here, what we have to say is simple way, working style of the person. Because in the translation, they have to go technically, even if we read Congress or anybody's, they don't use the words like us. Because for our clear understanding, we use general terms, working style, we say. But Kangle translation, they say procedure or something. They don't say working style. Because this is for our understanding, we will use such words. Working style and Deshani and the place where he is doing the work, because the actually desha kala are more important. The place, some people actually, it is very serious thing, whichever is assigned to them, where it is to be carried out, there only it should be carried out. The paper should not be taken. Even our examination evaluation work also, um, actually the examiners were not, once upon a time, were not supposed to take the papers home. It is an offense. Taking the papers to home is an offense. But later on, because of non-availability, they permitted also. You can take, because relying upon trustworthy person. So that way, Desha, where they are carrying the work, carrying out the work. And then Kalani, and what time is they are doing the work, how they, that is because for everything, Desha Kala Vibhaga is a must. And then um, what work they are doing, that means what work is assigned to them, that is also important. So, and then uh, the prakshepam, the area of the work. That means work assigned to them, area, to which area it belongs. Because all the things, as Rangachari Garu was telling about IKS syllabus, all the departmental works will not be allocated to one person. So, Karya Paridhi, that is, whatever area is there of his working with this, that should be, and also profit also. Labham is actually here Udaya, outcome. How really the work is done. What is the outcome of that particular work? All these are to be noted down. That means watch over means not simply say looking into the work of person, but all these indirectly should be watched over. Okay. And then all the employees te yatha sandesham asamhataah avigruhitaah karmani kuryuhu. This why really Arthashastra I wanted to um, like take, means here so many, this is actually, it should be taught to all the ministers, MLAs, all the teachers, school teacher, whoever is willing to have a job. It should be introduced in the curriculum, because here this is such a most important point he is telling. Whoever are appointed, all the officers, all the employees in the, as they should be asamhataha. They should not be, assembled together, means they are mixed together. Mixed together means making friendship team, going for team friendship, all these are different. But here asamhata means having, some. what we say, dealings. Samhata means actually having dealings. That is the main idea of asamhata. Samhata means like otherwise, sitting together, eating together, taking lunch together. It doesn't mean to say that they are not supposed to sit together. They are not supposed to talk together. It is not like that. But they should not have dealings with each other. And then vigruhitaha. Neither they should be completely having dealings or close links, close association. And nor they should have enmity also, vigruhita, because Kautilya only explains what are the consequences of that. Yatha sandesham asamhataha avigruhitaha karmani kuryuhu. They should carry out their duties without any dealings mutually and also without any rivalry mutually. These two things are to be noted down. Why? He says, Samhataha Patrayehu. If they are together, they are closely associated, they very comfortably eat up royal income. Because what they do, this is what is really going on. Corruption is not like that. And all this is also known fact that for a small signature, the lowest clerk also he stops here. Then again, the immediate boss, then immediate boss, then immediate boss, because unless some weight, they say, some weight put on the table or under the table, the file won't move. File cannot fly so easily, but it has to, it should have wings to fly over. So wings should be either cash or kind. This is the problem. That is the reason. Samhataha bhakshayeyuhu. If they have dealings, they make compromise, they make all this, and they eat up lanchamu panchaka uh, లంచము పంచుక తినుము అని సంథింగ్ ఈవెన్ రామచంద్రుడు గారు ఆల్సో హ్యాస్ రిటర్న్ ఏ పద్యం లంచము పంచుకు తినాలి సంథింగ్ దట్ ఇన్ కుమతి శతకం somewhere. So when the corruption is there, a single person should not is not supposed to eat. It should be shared by all. That is the reason. Samhataha bhakshayeyu. If all together, then immediately they eat up the trial income, government money. Vigruhitaha vinashiyeyuhu. With rivalry, they spoil all the affairs. Therefore, they should, this type of watch also will be there over employees. And then, here also another important point, nacha anivedya partu kinchid arambham kuryuhu anyatra apat pratikarebhyaha. Here nowadays these problems also we are seeing in the politics, because no one is allowed to go ahead with any activity without informing the immediate boss. Without the knowledge of the concerned boss, they are not supposed to do. But again, Kautilya is so general. Anyatra, and, unless there is an emergency, that he mentions. If there is an emergency, then naturally he can take up the work. But anyatra apat pratikarebhyaha. When there is an urgency, and if he doesn't take up that issue, and it causes loss, it leads to some disturbance, then he is permitted. But otherwise, without informing the boss, they are not supposed to do. This is end. Pramadasthaneshu cha esham bhaktiyam sthapayet divasa vedana vyaya dvigunam. Here, what he says is actually uh, when Pramada also in last video also I explained. Pramada is, it is nothing but negligence. So all the we are finally the term is given to the what we say pramada is taken as an accident. Why it is taken as an accident means because of negligence only any accident takes place. Any accident, even in the kitchen, something is really falling, some tea or coffee or something means it is pramada only. A simple negligence causes to that unwanted incident. Therefore, he says, if they are negligent, due to their negligence, anything goes wrong and loss occurs, then not only their salary is to be cut, the payment, how it should be means, it should be double their pay should be fixed as fine on them, because now because there is no loss of pay or anything, they as I wish they do, they simply say sorry, or some explanation will be given with memo, to the memo, that's all, and then they go on doing. But once salary anytime, 50 years back also, one day salary, even if it is 30 rupees, it was really worth. It's not that easy, because 30 rupees those days, how much all the provisions we used to get. Now 1000 also, very precious amount for us. Therefore, unless you fix a class of wages that to double the loss, that means the fine should be double the wages. This way, they are to be given instructions, so that naturally the activity will be very calm and quiet. So, and disciplined matter it will go. So here I'll just stop the recording, because